A visit to the house of Beta Israel, home of the original Jews, is a most important event.
In 1670, the king declared that only Christians should live in the capital city of Gondar. So the Falasha and the Muslims have been forced to establish their own village outside the capital city. So this village was established in 1670 by the black Jewish community, what we call the Falasha, or at this moment, Beta Israel, which means the house of Israel.
The Bible further speaks of the poor Jews that were left behind in Judah. Many of them fled to Egypt. It is thought that some of these Jews continued their journey far down the reaches of the Nile, where they came to the island of Elephantine, to a place called the City of Ivories. It is documented in the Elephantine papyri that the Jews developed a remarkable trading relationship with the land of Ethiopia. Using the Nile as a highway, war elephants, ivory, spices, and gold passed through Elephantine on the way north to Alexandria and the Mediterranean. The Elephantine Jews grew rich and powerful. They built the first temple outside of Jerusalem and formed a militia known as the Jewish Force, which was charged with protecting Egypt's southern frontier. Elephantine was also the sacred island of the Egyptian deity Canub, whose sacred beast was the ox. But when the Jews persisted in sacrificing these animals during their rituals, in revenge the Egyptian priests, in league with the Persian commander of the city, destroyed the Jewish temple in 411 BC.
Glistening and pointing the way here on Elephantine Island, the most amazing discovery was found. Archaeologists uncovered a large collection of ancient Jewish manuscripts dating to around 500 years before Christ, proving that a Jewish community once lived on this island. And, to the amazement of many, these letters confirmed that a Jewish temple once stood here in Egypt on this island. The letters confirmed that it was called the Temple of Yahweh, and the priests carried out animal and grain sacrifices whilst observing the Passover as Moses instructed. Using the data available from the archaeological remains on this island, we can now construct an artist's impression of this lost Jewish temple.
From Jedaniah and his colleagues to the priest, Bagavaiah, governor of Judah. So this guy was the governor of Judah. It says the object is the reconstruction of the temple, because the temple was destroyed by the Egyptians. See, we don't know this part of history. We don't know about the temple in Elephantine that the Egyptians destroyed, and the Jews in Elephantine, they wrote letters to the governor in Judea and requested to help them rebuild the temple. We don't know this part. We don't know this here. See, right here it says, he wrote a letter. He says, to our Lord, Bagavaiah, governor of Judah, your servants, Jedaniah, and his colleagues, the priests, who are in Elephantine, the fortress. And when you continue to read, he basically is asking for help. He's asking for the Jews in Judea to help them rebuild the temple. I have all the writings. This book is very thick. You have all the writings of the Elephantine Jews. So I don't know for the life of me how our people don't know about the Jews of Elephantine, which are the Jews that fled from the Babylonians with Jeremiah. But many of them went further south. They went further south to get away from the Babylonians. They decided to go even deeper into Africa.
After the decline of Elephantine, it is theorized that the Jewish community followed the well-known trade route down the Blue Nile. A Falasha spiritual leader said in the 1860s that we came after Jeremiah. We came by Sinar, and from there to Axum. In the 9th century, Eldad Hadani, the fabled Jewish traveler, reported a powerful Jewish nation existed in Africa. He said the kingdom had been founded by the tribe of Dan. The kingdom was reportedly surrounded by the mystical Sambachan River, which rolled sand and stone during the week, but was surrounded by fire during the Sabbath.